and a big operation. So, and turn the frequency on my radio for salutation every people. Alors, so V2 TNP Montreal, that's it. Well, alrighty, you have a good day up in Montreal, and thanks for joining us this morning. And Ben, you have yourself a fine one. Always a pleasure, my friend. Next up, KK4, KZZ, Mark in Satsuma, Florida. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. A little bit rainy here. I park the same place all year round, in the driveway. And I'll send it back to Net. Have a great day, everybody. KK4KZZ. Driveway it is. Thanks for joining us, Mark. Next up, N2ZVN, Alan in Kendall, New York. Good morning.
Good morning to you, Scott, and all on the brew. Always in the driveway. Truck's too big for the garage. N2ZVN, back to that. Everyone have a good day.
Alrighty, thank you, Alan. Appreciate you joining us this morning. Have a good day. This is W2BLT. Next up, KF5YRQ. Charles in Rector, Arkansas. Good morning. Truck in the driveway year-round, and I park this thing in the truck stop most of the night. You guys have a wonderful day, and enjoy the rest of what you do. This is KF5YRQ, back to Net. All right, thanks for joining us, Charles. I appreciate it. KQ4 UAM, Kevin, down in Interlaken, Florida. Good morning.
Good morning, Scott, Vicky, and the crew. Hope everybody's doing well. It is a wet day here in our area, but we'll always take the rain. Vehicles are always in the driveway. KQ4 UAM, back to the Net. Appreciate you.
Alrighty, Kevin, thanks for joining us. And if it's raining and you need it, I'm glad it's raining for you. Have a good one. Next up, looks like Michael, KF8EDQ up in Saginaw, Michigan. Looks like you're new to the system. Welcome. Yes, thank you very much. KF8EDQ, I am from Saginaw, Michigan. I am currently with reason for my vacation. My answer to the question is I park my truck in the driveway year-round, just my garage is full of stuff. I'll pass it back to Net. This is Kilo Foxtrot 8, Echo Delta to the right. Alrighty, Michael, driveway it is. Thanks for joining us, and don't be a stranger. We're here every Monday through Friday, 7 to 9 a.m. Eastern Time, except for holidays. Don't be a stranger. Let's go down to our last mobile here, KJ4 ZFM, Robert in Deltona, Florida. Good morning, Robert.
Good morning to everyone on the Brew Crew. I hope everyone had a blessed weekend there. I haven't been able to get in here as often as I wanted to in the mornings lately. Kind of waking up a little late and getting out for therapy, but just to let us say it, yeah, we parked in the driveway, pulled out of the driveway first thing this morning, heading to physical therapy. Everyone have a blessed day and have a safe week. Killer J4 ZFM.
All right, thank you, Robert. Appreciate you joining us. You have yourself a great day. Let me acknowledge a couple more text check-ins here before I run them all. We had KE2EDS Mark, KD2HFW Stephen, and W9AFK Adam. Let's go to the top of this list. And before I do, just want to remind everybody tonight at 8 o'clock in the Reflector, we have the TechNet. So bring your questions, comments. Maybe you can answer a question. Or just stop by and say hello with the general check-ins. That's 8 o'clock Eastern Time tonight. All right, let's go to the top of this list. Wayne in Belmore, New York, KC2NJV. Good morning, Wayne. And in the summer, do you normally park your car in the driveway, garage, street, parking lot? What do you say? Good morning.
Good morning, Scott, Alan, and the rest of the crew. KC2NJV here. I always pocket the car in the same spot, 365 days a year, and that's in front of my garage. We have this short driveway. I think that's a great day.
You as well, Wayne. Thanks for joining us. We appreciate it. KD9, YUZ, Jimmy in Wakarusa, Indiana. Good morning.
Everybody listening out there, I park myself out in the driveway. Everybody have a great day. KD9, YUZ, back to that.
Alrighty, Jimmy, thanks for joining us. Driveway it is. Let's go up north a little bit to VA3 GLJ, Greg up in Cartier, Ontario, Canada, where I know it's cooler than I have here in Buffalo. Good morning, Greg.
Good morning, Scott, and good morning to the Brew crew. Yes, currently 8 degrees Fahrenheit or 90 degrees Celsius, another, but I'll take it. Answer to your question is the driveway. Driveway it is. Everybody have a great Tuesday, I think. VA3GLJ, back to net.
Thanks for joining us this morning, Greg. Appreciate it. Next up, KA8BYU, Roy in Blaisdell, New York. Good morning, Roy.
Good morning, Scott. Everybody on the brew. KA8BYU. Well, I parked mine in a plane of non-existence since I don't have a car. When I did, I used to park it in the driveway or when I moved over here in the parking lot. So, right now I don't have one though. Back to you.
Alrighty, thank you, Roy. Have yourself a good day. Next up, N3 at DQD, Ray down in Beaver, Pennsylvania. Good morning, Ray.
Good morning, Scott, Vicky, and the rest of the crew in there this morning. Likewise, I do not have a vehicle, but not to be flippant, I do park my cane in the corner when I come in the apartment. Back to net. It's N3DQD.
Well, Ray, I could tell you a lot about standing in the corner, but we won't go there. Have a great day, Ray. Appreciate you joining us. Next up, 82 KP, Stephen in Brooklyn, New York. Good morning. Well, maybe that's through. How about 82 KP, Stephen in Brooklyn? Good morning.
I don't know what happened to my last transmission, but no car here. It's subways and buses for now. This is 82 KP back to net control. Hope everyone has a great day.
Alrighty, thank you, Stephen. Appreciate you joining us. Next up, KR4 EMM, Vincent in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Good morning, Vincent. In the summer, where do you normally park your car at night?
Good morning, Scott, Vicky, and everyone in the crew. Thankfully, it's in the garage. Otherwise, we fry eggs in the summertime. Back to the net. Thank you.
Alrighty, have a good day, Vincent. Appreciate you joining us. Next up, KE2EIO, Michael in Elman, New York. Good morning.
Good morning, Scott. Good morning, Vicky. Good morning, everybody. We park all year long in the driveway, even in the wintertime. It's KE2EIO, 73s, everybody, and back to net. Thank you.
Alrighty, driveway it is. Have a great day, Michael. Thanks for joining us. N6 QDY, David in Sacramento, California. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Scott, Vicky, crew, everybody in the room, M6 QDY. Yeah, go ahead and put me down for the driveway. Everybody have a great day. Back to that M6 QDY.
Alrighty, driveway for David. Have a great day. KM4 WZD, Joe in Claremont, Florida. Good morning.
Good morning, Scott. Good morning, Vicky. Good morning to the crew. We parked the car in the driveway. Put me down for driveway, if you would. You've heard it a million times, but I'll say it again. We drive on the parkway, but we park in the driveway. Everybody take care. 7-3s. Happy Tuesday. It's KM4 WZD. Back to net.
Alrighty, Joe. You have yourself a good day, and thanks for joining us. Gil, K4 GDS in Orlando, Florida. Good morning, Gil.
Good morning, Scott, Vicky, and everyone else on the brew. I parked my car in front of the RV on the RV spot, so I guess you can call that my driveway. K4 GDS, back to net.
Alrighty, Gil. Have a good day, and thanks for joining us. W3 CVE, Chuck in Newcastle, Pennsylvania. Good morning.
Good morning, Scott, Vicky, everybody on the brew there. Put me down for the driveway, Scott. Have a great day. W3 CVE.
Alrighty, Chuck, you have yourself a good day, and thanks for stopping by this morning. This is W2 BLT. Next up, KE2 EDS, Mark in Elma, New York. One of your hosts on the open mic night here on the East Coast Reflector. Good morning, Mike. Mark.
Good morning, Bill, Scott. Anyways, we park in the driveway during the summertime. Wintertime in the garage, but all summer in the driveway. Have a great day. KE2 EDS.
All right, thanks, Mark. Sorry about that. Have a good day. KD2 HFW, Stephen in Hackettstown, New Jersey. Good morning. KD2HFW. Stephen, are you still with me? Fire the text. How about W9? W9 AFK, Adam, are you with me?
Yep, good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Definitely living in the Chicagoland area, if you don't park your car in the garage, it may not be there when you get up in the morning. And my other question is, maybe tomorrow's question should be, since everybody's parking in the driveway, what is in their garage? This is 9 AFK, back to you, Ned.
Yeah, you're right, Adam. That's a whole question for a whole nother day. I don't know if we have enough time, though, to ask that kind of question, especially if they're looking at my garage. Have a great day, and thanks for joining us. W5, VEO, Doug in Lubbock, Texas. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning to all on the Brew Crew, and I park it in the garage year-round, and unless I'm having to do some organization, because I've only got half the garage available for parking due to all the boxes. Everyone have a great day today, and back to net, W5VO Mobile Lubbock.
Alrighty, thank you, Doug. Appreciate you joining us. Let me acknowledge some more text check-ins here, and then we'll take regular check-ins, and then we'll run them all. We had N8ZFH Gary, we had N2LWY Dale, W2RBC, KE0 GKF Jeff, K2CMT Mike, and we had KC0 EQA. And that was Doug in Hastings, Nebraska. All right, let's take anybody, anywhere, any check-ins. Please come with your call sign twice, and as always, slowly. Alpha, JM, WN, JM, Sierra. Alpha 5, Juliet, Whiskey, Mobile. Bravo, Charlie, Romeo, Foxtrot,
KE2, EGF.
W4, PBX, W4, PBX.
Papa, Lima, Victor, Trek, in and out. 82, YUI Kilo Delta 2, Yankee, Uniform, Yankee.
November 4, Romeo Hotel Echo. November 4, Romeo Hotel Echo.
CW. Kilo Charlie 3, Lima Alpha Victor. Kilo Charlie 3, Lima Victor.
Alrighty, let me pick it up there and acknowledge who we got here, and I may have a question or two. From the bottom up, we had Mike and Lidditz, KC3LAV. We had KE8, SMN, Jeff, KF8, CWF, Brian, N4, RAG, Roger. I believe we had KE2, ARC, Ron, via the text. We had KD2YUI, Charles, KB8, PLV, Chris up in Novi. We had W4 PPX, Don in Hollywood, Florida. VA3 CRF, Burn and Waterdown. KE2 EGF, Ivan. We had KD2 DBS, Richard. We had W2 CJM, Charles. And James out in Spring, AA5 JW. We had N5 GI, Rick in the beaches. Who did I miss or didn't acknowledge? Please come with your call sign twice and slowly.
W5 at DBS. That's Whiskey 5, Delta, Bravo, Sierra. W0 Bravo, Romeo November, Mobile on a portable. Victor Alpha 3, Kilo Tango Juliet. Victor Alpha 3, Kilo Tango Juliet. Echo 8, Sierra, X-ray, Tango. Kilo Foxtrot 0, Tango Whiskey Tango, KF0 TWT. Kilo Foxtrot 6, Hotel Delta Juliet. Kilo Foxtrot 6, Hotel Delta Juliet. WB2JPQ, WB2JPQ. Charlie 3, Foxtrot Golf Delta. Kilo Charlie 3, Foxtrot Golf Delta. Delta 2, November Lima Mobile, KD2NL Mobile. Alrighty, I better stop there. And got enough here that Vicky can go have breakfast and come back and not miss one. Let me just recognize KD2NL Chip in the mobile, KC3FGD Ray. Dick, WB2JPQ, the Godfather. We had N0, CKV, Mark via the text line. We have KS6HDJ Brent, KS0, TWT Thomas, KE8SXT Chris, BA3KTJ Jensik, WB4RON Ron in the mobile, and KE2ARC Ron in Sydney Center, and everybody else I acknowledge. Let's take the mobiles that are in here first. Question of the day is, in the summer, where do you normally park your car at night? This is W2BLT. Let's go to James, AA5JW in Spring, Texas. Good morning. Well, good morning, Brew Crew. This is Alpha 5 Juliet Whiskey Mobile James in Spring Mobile in Dick Houston for work today. Texas is still just preheating for this week. It's going to get hot, but that's okay. That's why we live down here. And, the question's interesting. I guess that question's probably written by somebody up north if they differentiate summer and winter. Because down here, it doesn't matter. Year-round, this truck, this Tundra, it parks in the driveway because, man, it barely fits in the garage. And when I put it in the garage, the wife can't get around it, so it just lives outside, and you know what? That's okay. It's an outside truck. It is housebroken, though. With that, I'll say 7-3, hand it back to net. Everybody have a blessed day and stay safe out there. This is Alpha 5 Juliet Whiskey Mobile. We'll be more. Alrighty, James, have a good day, and thanks for joining us. Next on the mobile list here, W4PPX, Don in Hollywood, Florida. Good morning. Good morning, Don. Everybody in the first crew this morning. Well, if I have a garage, I park my car in it. If I have a driveway, I park my car in it, but I don't have either, so I'm stuck parking in whatever spot I can find in the parking lot where I live. 7-3, hope everybody has a good day. Back to you. Alrighty, thank you, Don. Appreciate you joining us. Parking lot it is. And we got a couple more mobiles here. We got WB4 RON, Ron in Niagara Falls. Good morning.
WB4RON, are you still in range there, Ron?
Barely in range. WB4RON, mobile on the portable still. Yeah, we park in the driveway all the time. Always in the driveway. And we'll get back to you real quick. Thanks for doing the net. And that's kudos to you. We'll be clear.
Alrighty, Ron. Glad I got you before you got out of range. Have a good day, and thanks for being here. List on the mobiles, KD2NL, Chip in Cincinnati, New York. Good morning.
Good morning, Scott, Vicky, and the rest of the crew. KD2NL. My truck gets parked in a carport all year long. It's 73. You'll have a good day and back to net. KD2NL Mobile.
Alrighty, Chip, carport it is. Have yourself a good day, and thanks for joining us. Alright, let's go back to the top of this list, way up here. Question of the day is, in the summer, where do you normally park your car at night? Let's go to N8ZFH, Gary in Woodhaven, Michigan. Good morning, Gary.
Good morning, Scott, Vicky, and the crew, and it's a nice sunny summer day here in southeastern Michigan. So the car does come out of the garage on nice sunny summer days. The garage has too much junk in it for the truck, so it stays in the driveway. Please check me in and out. I'll continue to listen. N8ZFH, back to that.
Alright, Gary, driveway it is. Thanks for joining us. N2LWY, Dale in Elizabeth City, North Carolina. Good morning.
Good morning, Vicky. Good morning, the rest of the crew. To answer the question, car, truck, whatever vehicle we have stays in the driveway, 365. Have a blessed day, everybody, from N2LWY.
Alright, thanks, Dale. Appreciate you joining us. Next up, one of our team members here, Randy, W2RBC in West Seneca, New York. Good morning.
Good morning, Brew. I have a 2.5 car garage, so I park my cars in the garage all year long. Back to net control, 73 to all, W2RBC.
Alright, garage it is. Thanks for joining us, Randy. Have a great day. KE0GKF, Jeff up in Omaha, Nebraska. Good morning, Jeff.
Morning, Scott, Vicky, Dick, everyone on the Brew team this morning. Everything goes in the garage. The car, the motorcycles, everything stays out of the elements. Keeps the paint in good shape, and everything stays nice and dry and out of the sun. Have a great morning, everyone. KE0GKF. Back to you, Scott.
Alrighty, thanks, Jeff. Appreciate you joining us. And you can hear Jeff every Monday and Friday from 8 to 9 right here on the Morning Brew. K2CMT, Mike in DeBerry, Florida. Well, good morning, Mike.
Al and Vicky, and my vehicle stays underneath the year-round. Here in Florida, of course, we're trying to avoid the sun for the paint job, but also during the summertime, we're trying to avoid the heat buildup. We hate to see them melt from the inside out. Everyone have a great day. K2CMT, back to net control.
Alrighty, Mike, thanks for joining us and for being the Brewmeister Emeritus. Have a good one. KE0 EQA, Douglas in Hastings, Nebraska. Good morning. KC0 EQA, you want to try that again? Somebody was keying over top of you. Yeah, sorry about that, Douglas, but we got a signal on you, but you've got no audio at all. I'll give it a few minutes. Maybe you can grab another radio or something, and I'll take a few and come back to you. N5 GI, Rick in the Villages in Florida. Good morning, Rick. In the summer, where do you normally park your car at night?
All righty. Good morning, Scott, Vicky, and the rest of the brew crew. Well, it's down here, 75 degrees. Got about a third of an inch of rain last night and more in the forecast, so no complaints here. As for parking the car, my truck with all its associated antennas is in the driveway. The wife's car is always in the garage. There you have it. Back to you, Scott. N5GI.
Alrighty, thank you, Rick. Have a good day. Appreciate you joining us. W2CJM, Charles in Selden, New York. Good morning.
Scott, Vicky, everybody on the brew. I leave my vehicles inside the driveway, on the driveway.
Well, that was kind of rude. Let's go to W5 DBS, David in Houston, Texas. Good morning.
Good morning to everybody on the brew crew. Both of our cars go in the garage. If we left them out in the heat all the time, I think I'd lose 4 or 5 years worth of service. This is W5 DBS in Houston, Texas, where it's hot almost all the time.
Alrighty, thank you, David. Appreciate you joining us. Next up, Ivan up in Gasport, New York, KE2EGF. Good morning, Ivan, and where do you normally park the car at night?
Everyone, yeah, this is K2EGF. Sorry about that. Had the CW tone going through. My thing didn't want to go over it. Yeah, I don't have a car, but we do park a car out in the driveway. The garage is too filled with things to park it in there, so, yeah. But other than that, yeah, hopefully everyone's having a good morning. This is K2EGF, back to my control.
Alrighty, thank you, Ivan. Appreciate you joining us, and have a great day. Next up, Vern, VA3CRF, up on his walk and water down in Ontario, Canada. Good morning, Vern.
Good morning, Scott and Vicky and everybody on the brew this morning. Thanks for picking me up.
I'm actually visiting DE2 land in Quebec City for another day. Beautiful city, pretty walkable as well. So I'm actually standing on one of the walls that surrounds the old city. Quite scenic. 58 degrees here, a little cooler than in Waterdown probably. And turns to the question today, Scott. We had two cars. One is parked in the driveway, which is small, like our postage stamp front yard, and the other one gets parked on the road. All right. Hope you have a great day. Thanks for doing it, Scott. The A3 CRS.
Alrighty, thank you. Appreciate you joining us, Vernon, and enjoy the rest of your time up there, and be careful walking on the wall. Don't be falling. Let's see, who's next here? Let's go back up and see if KC0 EQA, Douglas, has got his little issue fixed. Are you there, Douglas?
Well, good morning, Scott. Yeah, I got it figured out. I don't know what the heck happened, but anyway. Doing good in Hastings here, waiting for the heat, high. But anyway, I do park in the driveway. It's the only place I can park, but don't have anything else. So we'll send it back to you, KC0 EQA.
Alrighty, Douglas, thanks for joining us. And you sounded absolutely wonderful that time. Appreciate you joining us. Let's go to KB8, a PLV. Chris up in Novi, Michigan. Good morning.
Good morning to everyone listening. Thanks for adding to the net. Put me down for in the garage. Truck is parked next to the tools, the toys, and the trailer. Everyone have a good week ahead. KB8 PLV, back to net.
Alrighty, garage it is. Thanks for joining us this morning, Chris. Let's go to KD2 YUI, Charles out in Syracuse, New York. Good morning.
Good morning, sir, and good morning, everybody listening into the brew. I am not in Syracuse. Still finishing up our Ohio run. Actually, today's our last full day here, and we're going into a national park. Look for me on POTA later on today. When we're home, the car is normally parked, or the truck rather, is normally parked in the driveway. When we're on the road, it's with the camper. So that's my answer. 73L, back to net control. KD2 YUI.
Alrighty, Charles, thanks for joining us. Always a pleasure. Next up, Roger, N4 RHE down in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Top of the morning, Roger.
W2BLT and the rest of the day to yourself, Scott, and clever cousin Vicky. Good ears. November 4, Romy Teleco. Year-round, my front patio, and both motorcycles inside. My 100-foot driveway is covered by mango trees that drip sap and softball-sized mangoes that will crack windshields. November 4, Roger, I'm enthusiast. Return to net.
Thank you, Roger. I think you're the first, going to be the only one parking on the patio. Have a great day, and appreciate you joining us. Let's go to KF8 CWF, Brian in Warren, Michigan. Good morning.
Good morning, everybody on the Brew Crew. I parked my truck in the backyard in the driveway, leaving enough room so that the motorcycle can get in and out when the weather is prohibitive. Back to net control, KF8 CWF.
Alrighty, thank you, Brian. Appreciate you joining us, and you have a good day. KE8 SMN, Jeff in Rochester Hills, Michigan. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, crew. This is KE8 SMN. The truck is in the street, too big for the driveway. except in the wintertime when we have a snow emergency day, which means all vehicles are off the street. KE8 SMN, back to that.
Thank you, Jeff. Street it is. Have a fine day. Let's get on to Lidditz. KC3LAV, Mike. Good morning.
Yes, sir. Good morning to you and to everyone on the crew this morning. This is KC3LAV, Mike in Warwick Township, Lancaster County, Pennsylvania. Beautiful, fine morning here. The car is kept in the garage year-round, the electric bike in the basement. And hope everyone has a wonderful day. Enjoy what we can. Thank you very much for being here. KC3LAV, back to net.
Alrighty, Mike, enjoy the day, and appreciate you joining us this morning. KE2 ARC, Ron in Sydney Center, New York, good morning.
Good morning, Scott and Mickey, everybody else on the net. Yeah, it's a brisk 44 degrees coming into this morning, so that's a real nice start of the day. But yeah, everything's parked in the driveway, no garage here. Everybody have a fine day. KE2 ARC, back to net.
Alrighty, thank you, Ron, and enjoy the day. VA3 KTJ Jensik up in LaSalle, Ontario, Canada, good morning. Well, nothing heard. Let's go to KE8 SXT, Chris in New Haven, Michigan. Good morning.
Well, fortunately or unfortunately, according to
Yeah, Chris, I don't...
back to that.
Yeah, I think I doubled with you, Chris. You want to try it again? Anyway, let's go to KF0 TWT, Thomas, up in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Morning, Thomas, and in the summer, where do you normally park your car at night?
KF0 TWT, Minneapolis, Minnesota. For many years, I parked my car on the street, and so when I acquired a garage, which was built for the purpose of holding a car, that's where I put it. So that's where I keep it now. KF0 TWT, back to net.
Thank you, Thomas. Appreciate you joining us. You have yourself a fine day. Next up, KF6HDJ, Brent in Pensacola, Florida. Good morning.
Well, good morning, Scott, Vicky, and the rest of the brew crew. Hope I'm making it in. Almost at work, and it's kind of a touch and go area down here. But anyway, my car are in the driveway. Barely room in the garage for it, so only parked in there if there's really inclement weather. Back to the net. KF6HDJ. Everyone have a great day.
Alrighty, thank you, Brent. Appreciate you joining us. SysW2BLT. Next up, N0 CKD. Marked by the text in Plymouth, Minnesota. Good morning.
Good morning, Scott, Vicky, and the brew crew. Car stays in the garage all year round. And 0 CKV, back to net.
Alrighty, thank you. Appreciate you joining us, Mark, and have a great day. Next up, the Godfather, WB2JPQ, Dick in Eden, New York. Good morning.
Morning again, Scott, Vicky, everybody. My car's always in the garage year-round. Hope to see everybody on the net tonight. This is WB2JPQ.
Alrighty, Dick, thanks for joining us, and have fun out in the dingweeds today. Next up, at KC3FGD, Ray in Elizabethtown, Pennsylvania. Morning, Ray.
Hey, good morning, Scott, Vicky, everyone on the brew. Well, normally it's in the garage, but currently it's being used for curing of a lot of onions, garlic, and potatoes. So it's going to be outside for a few weeks. Everyone have a wonderful day. It was great to hear Mike from Livingston there. Have to wonder if he's having his scrapple this morning. KC3FGD, back to net control.
Oh, he just might be. He's down in that scrapple area. Have a great day. Appreciate you joining us, Ray. KD3AJN, Anna, Beaver, Pennsylvania. Good morning.
Good morning, Scott and Vicky and the crew in there this morning. Well, I don't have a car, but I parked my broom in the corner with Ray's cane, and it lives there when everybody have a great day. KD3AJN.
Yeah, like I said before, I spent enough time in a corner myself. Have a good day, Anna. Appreciate you joining us. Let's put a VE3. Well, let me acknowledge some more text check-ins here, then I'll take them. At VE3TCS, Tim, KQAU Bob, NA2B, Charlie, W2AJR Andy, WP4VW Milton, KQ9KX Paul, W2KDC Dennis, and KC2GRN Joel. Let's go up to Tim in Windsor, Ontario, VE3TCS. Question of the day. In the summer, where do you normally park your car at night? Good morning, Tim.
This is VE3TCS Tim in East Windsor. We have a camper in front of the garage, so there's no way we can get a car in. So I driveway or on the road, depends on who's first out in the morning, and my wife was, so my truck's out on the road across from the house. Action that, over.
Alrighty. Thanks for joining us, Tim. You have yourself a fine day. KQAU, Bob in Ecorse, Michigan. Good morning, Bob.
Morning, Scott, Vicky, and the rest of the crew. I parked my car in the driveway. I used to park in the garage, but I got two old cars in there, so they got to go in first, and my car's behind it, collecting dirt and everything. Everybody have a good day. KQAU, back to that.
Thanks, Bob. Appreciate you joining us this morning. Let's go to NA2B, Charlie and Bertie down in Sun City Center, Florida. Morning, Charlie. How's things down near Tampa?
Good morning, Scott, from Bertie and I here in Tampa Bay, and everybody on the net, of course. 80 degrees already. Expect a little rain later this morning. Our response to the question, we park our car in the garage, Scott, year-round, and it's parked right next to our golf cart, HI. Have a great day. Thanks for what you do. NA2B, back to that.
Thanks for joining us. You and Bertie have a good day, no matter what the weather. Next up, W2AJR, Andy in Cheektowaga, New York. Good morning, Andy.
Good morning, Scott. Morning, everybody on the brew crew. Well, Scott, you should know the answer to this. I live in Cheektowaga. You're not allowed to park your car in the garage. You have to turn that into a living room with a screen in the front of it. So our car is in the driveway.
See y'all on the tech net tonight. 7-3 all. Have a good one. Thank you, Scott.
You're absolutely right, Andy. No place to party like the garage with a screen in the front of it. Have a good day. Let's go WP4VW, Milton, out near Houston. Good morning, Milton. WP4VW, Milton, are you still with me? You might have had to go into work. Let's go to WA8, CLG, Doug in Homosassa, Florida. Good morning, Doug.
Out of the sun as much as possible. We've had a lot of thunder and rumbling going on here this morning. I don't know if the storm's going to pass us by or not, but I think I'll sign out and go disconnect my antenna. Everybody have a good one. WA8CLG, back to you, Scott.
All right, thank you, Doug. You have yourself a great day and appreciate you joining us. And the last one for me, I believe, is KQ9KX. Paul up in La Pointe, Wisconsin. Good morning, Paul. And in the summer, where do you normally park your car at night?
Good. Well, my tractor and the wife's car clean the garage, so my truck sits in the driveway. KQ9KX.
Driveway it is. Thanks for joining us, Paul. Let me acknowledge some other text check-ins and then we'll turn it over. We had W2KDC Dennis, KC2GRN Joel, K06IXN is Scott, and K04QMM Roger. That's going to do it for me. Thanks for joining us, folks. I'll talk to everybody tonight at 8 o'clock on the TechNet. Going to turn it over to Al, K8BAC. This is W2BLT. Everyone have a fine day. It's all yours, Al.
Well, thank you, Scott. Have a great morning, sir. This is Al, K8BAC, along with Vicky, K8BKY. Logging for me, keep me out of trouble. We're going to pick up where Scott left off and go to W2KDC Dennis in Dansville, New York. Question of the day in the summer. Where do you normally park your car or truck at night? Good morning, Dennis.
Good morning, Al, Vicky, and everyone on the brew. Car goes in the garage 98% of the time, so definitely in the garage in the summer. Occasionally, if I've got a project going, it may sit out in the driveway for a day or two, but it goes in the garage. That's about it for today. W2KDC, wishing everybody a great day, and back to now.
All righty, thank you, Dennis. Have a great day yourself. Next up is KC2GRN Joel in East Yaphank, New York. Good morning, Joel. Good morning, Al. Everybody. Car in the driveway. Haven't used the garage quite some time, except for storage. Anyway, everybody have a great day. KC2GRN, back to next. All right, thanks. Joel, driveway it is. Yeah, my truck's bigger than my garage, so, yep, it's its own little turnaround out front. That's where it is year-round. Next up, K06IXN, Scott, East Vale, California. Good morning, Scott.
Good morning, Ellen, Vicky, and everybody on the brew. Hope everyone has a good day out there. I park my truck on the driveway. The garage is too full of stuff to park it in there.
Have a good day, everyone. KO6IXM.
Alrighty, thank you, Scott. Have a great day. Next up, one of our net controllers with 20-meter net, amongst some other ones. KO4QMM, Roger, down in Umatilla. Good morning, Roger.
One of our something or another. Good morning, Al. You sounded good this morning. And the brew crew. You can put me down for outside. Truck stays outside most of the time, and the hot rod's been in the garage, staying nice for the next person, I guess. I don't know how that goes, but the hot rod's always looking good in the garage. Back to you, everybody. Have a great day. 73. KO4QMM clear.
Yeah, Roger, my train of thought derailed there for a few seconds, but it caught up. Hey, those cars are made to drive, buddy, especially the old class. Have a great day, Roger. Next up, W4RHC Ariel in Alachua, Florida. Morning, Ariel. W4RHC Ariel, you with us?
When I build a house, I only put a 2-car garage in there, and at least one of the cars stays inside, but wish I had a space to put the truck inside. It doesn't fit. So they both stay outside. This is Whiskey 4, Romeo 3rd Charlie. I-75, heading to Gainesville, 73 store.
Alrighty, Ariel, have a great day. Got a couple other text check-ins. We got K6AAN, Mike in Valley Springs, California. HLN, Mike in Grosse Pointe Park, Michigan. Let's go to Valley Springs, California, K6AAN. Good morning, Mike.
And good morning to everyone on the brew crew. You know, I'm one of those driveway guys also. Truck won't fit in the garage, so she always stays outside ready to go. You guys all have a great day out there. This is K6AAN.
Alrighty, have a great day as well. Let's jump over to Grosse Pointe Park, Michigan. N8HLN, Mike, good morning.
Good morning, sir. Good morning to everyone on the crew. I didn't hear the question, but an answer. My truck is too big to go in the garage, so it stays outside also. So, 73 to the group from 62 degrees southeast Michigan here. This is an HLN. Clear.
Man, it was really hard getting out of bed with that nice, cool air this morning. Not even kidding, Mike. Have a great day. And finally on this list, we have AJ0EF, Joe over in West Seneca, New York. Good morning, Joe. In the summer, where do you normally park your car at night?
Good morning, Al, and the rest of the brew crew. My wife and daughter, they get to keep their cars in the garage, and my black car just sit out in the driveway. Turn it back to me. AJ0EF 73.
All right, thank you, Joe. Have a great day. Takes us to the bottom of the list. Let's take some mobile check-ins. It's 8:06. You're probably late for work anyways. We'll play radio. Mobiles only. Come now to call signs twice and slowly.
Kilo 9 Delta Quebec Mobile. Kilo 9 Delta Quebec Mobile, in and out. November 8 Charlie Lima Hotel. November 8 Charlie Lima Hotel Mobile.
KJ0HN, Kilo Juliet 0, Hotel November, in and out, mobile. Golf Charles, Kilo Bravo 2, Whiskey Golf Charles, mobile.
Kilo 3 BGS. All right, well, that last station that popped in there sounded like a Kilo 3. If you could come back with your call sign one more time, please.
Yeah, good morning, Scott. This is DO3BGS, Jack from Germany.
Kilo Juliet 5, India Mike Whiskey. Kilo Juliet 5, India Mike Whiskey. W2KJV, W2KJV and
KB2QVQ, KB2QVQ in and out.
W4ARM. IWN, KD2, IWN. Victor Kilo 5, Charlie Foxtrot Whiskey, Victor 5, CFW, in and out. Kilo 6, Lima, November, India, K6, LNI, in and out.
All right, let's hold it up right there. We'll get to these, get to everybody, but let's do the mobile stations real quick here. We had KB2WGC Kevin in Homestead, Florida. We had KJ0HN John in Lincoln, Nebraska. He was in and out. We had N8CLH Redford, Michigan. We had K9DQ Al in Clarkston, Michigan, who was in and out. Let's grab these guys real quick, and then we'll go down the rest of the list. Question of the day: in the summer, where do you normally park your car at night? N8CLH Wade in Redford. Good morning.
Good morning to you and everybody else on the crew. I parked my car in the driveway. I got a two-car garage that's just too full with other stuff. This is an N8CLH back to net control.
All righty, thank you, Wade. Have a great morning. And KB2WGF in Home Assassin. Good morning.
Morning, Jeff, and the rest of the Brew crew out there, Vicky. We get both our vehicles in the garage. Tight squeeze, but we get them in there. Back to net, KB2WGC.
All right, thank you, Kevin. Have a great day. Let's go up the rest of this list here. We had W4PTZ Brian in Valdosta, Georgia. We had K6LNI Lancelot in Hayward, California. We had VK5 CFW Carl in South Australia. In and out. Good morning, Carl. Have a good evening for you, I guess. KD2IWN Tim in Hamburg, New York. We had W4ARM Allen in Aventura, Florida. Wow. We had KB2QBQ Mary checking in and out this morning. And W2KJV Tony in home. I think he's going to stick around. KJ5 IMW Robert in Houston, Texas. And I still don't think we've got this call sign right. We came up with a BO3BGS, and I don't think that's correct. If you could, sir, come back with your call sign again. Give it to us twice here, and we'll try to figure it out, please. Here, nothing. Let's just go down this list. KJ5 IMW Robert in Houston, Texas. Where do you park your car at night? Good morning.
Morning, Brewmaster and all the brew crew. I parked my car in
the garage tonight. Thanks for having me. KJ5 RMW back to net control.
Thank you, Robert. Have a great day. Let's go down to Homefast, Florida. W2KJV. Good morning, Tony, one of our facilitators. How you doing?
Good morning, Al, and everyone on the Morning Brew. Tony here. Keep the truck in the driveway and the car in the garage. Hope everyone has a great day, and hope to hear everyone tonight on the TechNet W2KJV. Back to net.
All right, thank you, Tony. Have a great day. Next up, W4ARM. Mary was in and out, but W4ARM. Alan in Evansville, Florida. Good morning.
Good morning, this is W4ARM. Parking the car in the parking garage of the high-rise condo. Have a nice day. W4ARM. Aventura.
All right, thank you, Alan. Have a great day yourself. IWN, Tim in Hamburg, New York. Good morning, Tim.
Good morning, Al, Vicky on the Brew Crew, and everybody tuning in this morning. Good to hear everybody. Good signals. Yeah, so in the summertime, I'm out on the driveway. The wife is in the garage all year round, but once wintertime comes here in the western New York, I don't brush my car up in the morning for nobody anymore. So I put mine in there as well during the wintertime months, and only have to brush it off when I'm out in public. 73 all. Enjoy the rest of your day. KD2IWN.
All right, Tim. Have a great day yourself. Hopefully you're getting these cool temperatures as well. K6 LNI, Lancelot, Hayward, California. Good morning.
Good morning, all on the Brew Crew net, and this is K6. The wifey parks her Challenger in the garage, and I park my Tundra on the street. Have a great day. 6L9.
All righty, thank you, sir. Have a great day yourself. Brian in Valdosta, Georgia, W4PTZ. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, guys. Everybody on the crew. I parked my car, my truck in the garage. This is probably the only reason I just said not really been kind of on it already. My wife is happy about that. Anyways, W4PTZ, back to me.
All right, thanks. Have a great day. Finally on this list, we have KK7, ZSH, Jason in Milwaukee, Oregon, checking in via text. Good morning.
Good morning, Al. Hey, thanks for tuning in. Vicky, thanks for logging in, everybody there. As far as where we park, we're both out on the driveway there, and right now there's a boat on the street, and that needs to get to the side of the house from this weekend. Had a good time fishing this weekend too, so that was fun. Anyway, 73 to all, KK7, ZSH.
All righty, thank you, Jason. Have a great day. And yeah, I've been known to park my truck out in the barn if I don't want to be, I don't want people to know I'm actually home. I have taken it out there and pulled it back right in there, but the problem is we got some barns out there. They like to decorate that truck when it's out there. All right, that takes us down to the bottom of this list. This is Al, KABAC, along with Vicky, KABKY. Let's take general check-ins. General check-ins, company call signs twice and slowly.
W2EM.
Kilo, Golf, 4, Bravo, Uniform, Tango.
Echo 3, Tango Golf, November. Victor, Echo 3, Tango Golf, November, Ontario. Delta X-Ray Bravo.
November 8,
Romeo Whiskey Foxtrot. That's N8RWF. In and out. Please check me in and out this morning. Good morning.
N2BH. N2BH. R4 CKC. KR4 CKC.
In and out.
E2 GAT. K2 GAT. In and out, please. Kilo 4 Victor Tango Tango. KK4 VT via Echolink.
Kilo Delta 5 Zulu Papa Tango. Kilo Delta 5 Zulu Papa Tango. Echolink Mobile in and out. Good morning.
Delta Whiskey 3 Hotel Lima India. Delta Whiskey 3 Hotel Lima India. On repeater phone.
Alpha Bravo 8 Mike Delta. Alpha Bravo 8 Mike Delta. In and out.
KJ5 JOM, Kilo Juliet 5, Juliet Oscar Mike, Bob in North Texas, through All-Star, in and out.
Alrighty, that sounds like a good little list there. Let's look at our in and outs first. We had KJ5JOM, Bob in Terrell, Texas. He was in and out. AB8MD Rick up there in Cadillac, Michigan. He was in and out. Morning, Rick. We had KD5ZPT, Paul, Baton Rouge, Louisiana. We had KE2GAT, Walter in Limbrook, New York. And we had N8WF, Bill in Trenton, Michigan. They were all in and out. Thanks, guys, for sticking your head in and saying good morning. Rest of this list, we had DW3HLI, Henry over in the Philippines. We've got W8ROY, Roy in Livonia. He's checking in next. We had KK4VTT, Bruce in Kissimmee, Florida. KR4CKC, Bill in the Villages, Florida. N2BH, Bill, one of our facilitators. Let's see, we had KJ5DXB, Frank in Sugar Land, Texas. PE3TGN, Tim. Windsor, Ontario, Canada, we had KG4BUT, Grayson, one of our net controllers in Orlando. We had W2EM, Chuck in Lancaster, New York. And W8WHK, Bill in North Fort Myers, Florida. Question of the day, guys. In the summer, where do you normally park your car at night? W8WL, yeah, let's do Bill first. W8WHK, Bill in North Fort Myers. Good morning.
Good morning. Oh, that's a tough one. Good question. We park our car in the garage, driveway. We don't have a garage. We have a carport, but my son usually leaves his pickup truck under the carport because he doesn't drive it that much because he works here, our home, from home, in other words. So he lives here with us and he works from home. Rarely takes the truck out, so we have to keep it out of the weather. And so the SUV sits in the sun. That's a lease anyway. We'll be handing it back in a couple of years. It's 82 degrees and beautiful sunny day. It's going to get pretty hot today. So I'll turn it back over to you, 7-3s, everyone. This is W8WHK.
Alrighty, Bill. Have a great day. Let's jump down to our mobile station there. KK4VTT, Bruce in Kissimmee. Good morning.
Good morning to one, good morning to all. Have a nice day out there. I parked both cars in the driveway, one on the side, one in the front. Thanks for letting me have some fun. Thank you guys for all what you do behind the scenes also. Kilo 4, Victor Tango Tango, somewhere driving around in Orlando. Thank you, Vicky.
All right, have a great day, Bruce. All right, let's jump back up to Chuck over in Lancaster, W2EM. Good morning, Chuck.
Good morning, Al and Vicky and the rest of the crew. Wife parks her car in the garage. I park my truck in the driveway. And it's a beautiful day here in Western New York. So, 73 everyone, W2EM.
All right, thank you, Chuck. Have a great day. Let's jump down to KG4BUT Grayson over in Orlando. Morning, Grayson. I know you don't drive yet, but if you did drive, where would you park your vehicle?
Okay, well, I was going to go be based off of what my opponent's poll at, but I guess I could. Probably be the garage. Well, actually, if the garage give me my sort of storage / work place, I guess the driveway would be a good overload as
All right, Grayson. You have a great day, sir. Enjoy it. Let's jump down to BE3TGN. Tim in Windsor, Ontario. Good morning, Tim. The BE3TGN. Tim, you still with us? Here, nothing. Let's go to KJ5DXB, Frank in Sugar Land. Good morning, Frank.
KJ5DXB, good morning, Al, Vicky, and everybody. I park in the garage year-round. Thanks for the check-in. KJ5DXB, back to you, sir.
All right, thanks, sir. Have a great day yourself. Next up, one of our facilitators, Bill, N2BH. Good morning, Bill.
Hey, good morning, Al, Vicky, everybody. The truck won't fit in the garage. That lives in the driveway, and the motorcycle gets a nice, shady, enclosed garage. N2BH.
As is proper. So, bike in the garage is a good thing. Have a great day, Bill. Let's go to KR4CKC, Bill, in the Villages, Florida. Good morning, Bill.
Good morning, Al, and the rest of the brew. I parked my car and my motorcycle in my garage for all seasons. KR4CKC, you all have a good day.
All right, thank you, Bill. Have a great day yourself. Let's go to W8ROY, Roy in Livonia, checking in via text. Good morning, Roy.
Well, good morning, everyone, on the Morning Brew. W8ROI mobiling on the freeway, and I just switched over to Echolink. You didn't hear Tim from Windsor, but he was in there. I'm thinking that the repeater's not connected again, so answer the question is in the driveway. Everybody have a great day. Sunny and nice here in Michigan. W8ROI.
All righty, thank you, Roy. And, yep, Tim, if you're listening, if you want to check back in via Echolink, that's fine. We missed something. Maybe that the GM repeater's down or something. All right, have a great day, Roy. Let's go to DW3HLI, Henry in the Philippines. Good morning, Henry, or good afternoon, good evening to you, sir.
QSL, likewise, good evening from the Philippines. It's now 8:27 p.m. Yeah, I always park my car in the garage all day, all year round. Back to you, Bill. Is this Bill? Over?
All right, thank you, Henry. Have a great day. Enjoy your evening. Last on this list, checking in via Texas, K4KU, Jason in Atlanta, Georgia. Good morning, Jason.
Hey, good morning, everybody on the brew today. And, I'm in Atlanta, so I have a condo and park my car in the condo garage. Have a great day, everyone. This is K4KU, back to net control.
All right, thank you, Jason. Have a great day, sir. Enjoy. All right, takes us down to the bottom of this list. Take some more check-ins. This is Al, KABAC, along with Vicky, KBKY, logging for me, keep me out of trouble. And, garage is a one-syllable word. That's what we're talking about. Garage, if you're from Michigan, not garage. So, coming to call signs twice and slowly. Let's get another big list of
November 0, Lima, Uniform Victor. November 0, Lima, Uniform Victor. Oscar 4, Delta Hotel, Juliet. Oscar 4, Delta Hotel, Juliet. Charlie 2, Sierra Papa Uniform. Charlie 2, Sierra Papa Uniform. W9 SAM, Whiskey 9, Sierra Alpha Mike, in and out.
Whiskey Delta 8, Papa India Charlie, WD8PIC.
Kilo Delta 2, Whiskey Zulu Juliet, KD2WZJ, in and out.
Kilo Bravo 2 India Papa Lima, KD2I Korea.
That's a good little list going there. Let's see who we got here. We got Joe, Bethpage, New York. KD2WZJ, Ron, Rochester, New York. We got Bob, WD8PIC down there in Sylvania. KD3ATQ, Jim in Eastern Pennsylvania. He's checking in via text. At W9SAM, Sam in Union, Ohio. He was checking in and out. KC2SPU, Tom, Burdett, New York. We got KF8DRC, Jack in Rochester, Michigan. KO4DHJ, Ken. NW3U, David, Garner, North Carolina. And N0LUV, David in Houston, Texas. I know there was a couple of doubles, so if I didn't call your call sign, come back with the call sign twice and slowly. We'll get you on the list. Get all of you. All right, well, let's just jump up to the top of the list. N0LUV, David in Houston, Texas. In the summer, where do you normally park your car at night?
I have a carport, so that's the best I can do. Wish I had a garage, but at least it's made out of steel and concrete.
All right, thanks, David. Yeah, I've been thinking about adding a carport. That'd be kind of neat. The garage is full of stuff, and it all needs to go. Next up, NW3U, David in Garner, North Carolina. Good morning, sir.
Well, good morning to you and everybody else on the Morning Brew. Hope this finds everyone well. Hey, out in the open, both the vehicles out open underneath the tree here. So we get all sorts of crap and stuff on them, which I want to take for what it is. 7-3 to the group. Hope everybody has a good day. We'll try to catch some more MW3.
All right, thanks, David. Let's jump down to KO4DHJ Ken, Durham, North Carolina.
All on the Brew Crew, this KO4DHJ down here in Durham, North Carolina. We've got a carport, and my truck and my wife's car both are under the carport. Appreciate y'all running the net. KO4DHJ, back to net.
All righty, thank you, Ken. Have a great day. Enjoy it. KF8DRC Jack over there in Rochester, Michigan. Good morning, Jack.
Everyone, yeah, park my pickup truck in the driveway. Yeah, right up there in the driveway. Never go in the garage. The garage is always busy. Here and there. Take this out and put this in. Everybody have a good day. KF8, Detroit, Rock City.
All right, thank you, Jack. Have a great morning. Next up, KC2SPU, Tom in Burdett, New York. Good morning, Tom.
Good morning, everyone. I park my truck in a carport year-round. My wife's car goes in the garage, but that's okay. So, everybody have a good day.
All righty, thank you, Tom. Have a great day yourself. Let's jump down to KD3ATQ, Jim in Easton, Pennsylvania. Good morning, Jim.
Good morning, Al, Vicky, and the Brew Crew. So far we're able to park the car in the garage. It's getting a little tight. We might be forced down into the driveway, but parking it in the garage for this summer. Back to net control, KD3ATQ.
Thanks, Jim. Have a great day. Next up, WD8PIC Bob in Sylvania, Ohio. Good morning, Bob.
Good morning. Well, my roommate parks his vehicle in the garage, but being totally blind, my feet stay with my body. How's that? Oh, and we have a little bit of a band opening around here. I'm getting ready to have some breakfast and just been going to enjoy the day. Back to net, WD8PIC, near Toledo.
All righty, Bob. Have a great day. You should see if he'll let you try to park the car in the garage next time. I'd like to see that. Give me some videos. You know where I am. Have a great day, Bob. Enjoy. Next up, KD2WZJ, Ron in Rochester, New York. Good morning, Ron. KD2WZJ, Ron, you with us? Ron might be having a hard time getting into the system. Let's go to KB2IPL, Joe in Bethpage, New York. Good morning, Joe.
KB2IPL, good morning to the Brew. Depends on the car, I don't know. I had a truck that I left out in the rain, the snow. Branches fell on it. But then I got a Prius, an old Prius, and I keep that in the garage. So, I don't know, depends on the car. Everyone have a good day, and thank you for running the net, KB2IPL.
All righty, thank you, Joe. Have a great day.
Let's acknowledge the text check-ins we had here. KE2CXQ down in Wayland, New York. WB1DXN Daryl in Epsom, New Hampshire. And KY4NB Scott in Memphis. Let's go to KE2CXQ Don in Wayland. Good morning.
Good morning to the crew and everybody else in there. We have two cars. We park them on a cement pad. It's just long enough for two cars and wide enough for two cars right off the main street. So yeah, when they plow snow in the winter, it blocks us in real good. Other than that, at the cabin today and just relaxing a bit. And back to net.
All right, well, enjoy that relaxation. Sounds like a good deal. Let's go to WB1DXN Daryl in Epsom, New Hampshire. Good morning, Daryl.
Good morning, Vicki and Al and the rest of the brew crew. We're balmy 61 degrees here today. Going to get up to a high of about 75. And tomorrow will be a kind of a cooler day too, but then it gets into the hot. Because of the situation here, this is a rental house. It's set back. The landlord has a house next to it here, and it's a big parking lot for about half a dozen vehicles. And that's how it is around here. Everybody have a safe day, safe travels out there. If you're on the highways or anyplace else, always expect the unexpected and always have it out. Have a way to get out of the situation. 73 is everybody, WB1, DXN clear.
All right, thanks, Daryl. Have a great day. Let's go to KY4NB Scott down there in Memphis, Tennessee. Morning, Scott.
Well, good morning, Vicki and Al and everybody on the brew crew. Brother Randall, if he's listening this morning, and for Daryl, they always have barbecue too, so you have something to eat. If you get stuck somewhere hot and humid, that's the weather report for a few more months here. And same as the first caller, a concrete pad and get big enough for two people and off the street. So that's it. Thanks for the net, everybody. Thanks for all the work behind the scenes. Back today, Taco Tuesday, everybody.
Have a wonderful day, sir. Finally on this list, we had N7WZI, Alan, Lubbock, Texas. In the summer, where do you normally park your car, Alan?
Well, summer or winter, it's always parked outside.
That's not necessarily a bad thing as long as you don't have black leather seats. And if you have a car with black leather seats, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Thanks for checking in this morning, Alan. Have a great day. All right, takes us down to the bottom of another list. It's about 20 till. Let's make another one. Anybody, anywhere, come with your call signs twice and slowly.
Kilo 1, Mike Charlie Oscar. K1 MCO, in and out.
Kilo 2 Alpha Alpha Charlie. Kilo 2 Alpha Alpha Charlie. In and out.
Sir, Alpha 3. Yankee CA3 RY Mobile. In and out. 73.
November 2, India Sierra Kilo. November 2, India Sierra Kilo.
Victor Echo 2 Alpha Quebec Tango Mobile. Kilo 5 Yankee November Uniform. K5 YNU Mobile. Kilo Charlie 2 Juliet Foxtrot Sierra. KC2 JFS. In and out.
KQ4 YYN
KQ4 YYN, Joe in Georgia. November 1, Whiskey Echo Bravo. November 1, Whiskey Echo Bravo.
November 4, Kilo Hotel Zulu, and 4 kilohertz. I'll be in and out. Alright, well that's a pretty good list. Let's acknowledge our in and out stations first. And then 4KHZ, John in Rochester, New York, he was in and out. KC2, JFS, Scott, Hope Sound, Florida, he's in and out. DA3ERY, LaSalle, Ontario, Canada. I guess the GM repeater's back up and running. He was in and out. You guys have a great morning. Thanks for checking in. Rest of the list, we have N1WEB, Webb in Collierville, Tennessee. KQ4YYN, Joe, Franklin, Georgia. N5YNU, Florin in Conroe, Texas. VE2AQT, Vincent in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. Looks like he's new to the system. If you are new to the system, you receive a welcome letter checking in on the net. We have some text check-ins. KJ4LXJ, Rex in Crystal River, Florida. N1CBM, Carlos, our aeronautical net controller. And KC2JPQ, Frank in Lancaster. We also had N2ISK, Bob in Woodbridge, New Jersey. K2AAC, Art, Tonawanda, New York. And KI5, NCO, John in Killeen, Texas. Question of the day, guys. In the summer, where do you normally park your car at night? Let's go to KI5, NCO John in Killeen. Good morning. KI5, NCO, are you with us?
I think the call is K1MCO and I was in and out.
Ah, okay. Yeah, we've got a little internet problems going on here. A couple of syllables got missed there or added or something. So K1NCO. Okay, we got you this time. And it's kind of loading here. It's just K1NCO.
Roger, K1MCO, Kilo 1, Mike Charlie, Oscar, Orlando Station. Good morning to the net and in and out.
All right, Jay in Orlando. Sorry about that. Have a great day. Thank you for sticking your head in and saying good morning to us. Let's jump down to K2AAC, Art in Tonawanda, New York. Come on, Art. K2AAC, you with us, sir? I hear nothing. Let's go down to KC2JPQ, Frank in Lancaster. Good morning, Frank.
Good morning, Al, and everybody on the brew. I park my car in the garage all year round. And everybody have a great day. I'll send it back to the net, KC2JPQ.
All right, thanks, Frank. Have a great day. Next up, our aeronautical net controller, Carlos, N1CBM. Good morning, bud.
Morning, Al. Vicky and the rest. In my QTH, I have to park my truck in the driveway. The royal spot is reserved for my wife. We have a two-car garage, and one is reserved for her. The other spot is basically always filled with storage material, box, TV sets, and things we don't use inside. But when I go flying,
I park my truck inside the hangar. So, yes, it's shit sometimes. Back to you, Al, and one CBS.
All righty, thank you, Carlos. Have a great day. Next up into ISK, Bob in Woodbridge, New Jersey. Morning, Bob.
Good morning, crew. Yeah, well, my pickup truck stays outside, parked at the curb next to the house. My detached garage is a different story. It wouldn't fit in there to start with, but the garage is all full of tools and things, so not a chance. So it just sits outside. So anyway, have a good day all. N2ISK.
All right, thank you, Bob. Have a great day yourself. Let's jump down to KJ4, LXJ, Rex in Crystal River, Florida. Good morning, Rex.
Good morning to you and the Brew Crew. The vehicles here are out in the driveway in front of the garage. My truck would not fit in the garage. The wife's car would, but that would mean I'd have to move the motorcycles out of the garage. KJ4, LXJ, back to the net.
All righty, Rex. Have a great day. Next up, BE2, AQT, Vincent, Montreal, Quebec, Canada. Good morning.
Good morning, good morning. I parked my car in the asphalt driveway for the night.
All righty, thanks, Vincent. Thanks for joining the net this morning. Don't be a stranger. We're here Monday through Friday, 7 a.m., 9 a.m. Eastern Standard. Next up, K5, YNU, Florin in Conroe, Texas. He's on the road. Good morning, Florin.
Good morning, Alan, Vicky, and everyone else on the Brew Crew. Driveway it is. For me, my truck does not fit in my garage. Back to the net control, everyone. Have a blessed day. Enjoy and make some good memories. K5, YNU Mobile.
All righty, thank you, Florin. Have a great day. Let's jump down to KQ4, YYN, Joe in Franklin, Georgia. Good morning, Joe.
Good morning, sir. We do park outside. We have a gate. We park outside, not inside. And let me tell you, if you leave your vehicle outside long enough, your paint job will ruin. So if you can get a garage or carport, please use that. But anyway, we do park outside. KQ4, YYN, back to you, Ned.
All righty, thank you, Joe. Have a great day. Next on the list, we have N1WEB, Webb in Collierville, Tennessee. Good morning, Webb.
Thank you, Alan and Vicky. I parked the car in the garage, the other car's in the driveway, so split that as you may. N1 WEB, back to the net.
All righty, thank you, Webb. Have a great day. Let's go down. We got about 3 text check-ins. We have AA8WI, Bernie in Portsmouth, Ohio. We got WB5ITT, Chris in Beaumont, Texas, and N8M Carson in Sterling Heights. Minor question of the day. In the summer, where do you normally park your car at night? Let's go to Bernie, AA8WI. Good morning.
Well, good morning to the crew. Well, basically year-round, we park one car in the driveway and one car on the street. So we don't have a garage, so we can park both cars in the driveway, but that's inconvenient. Back to you. Good morning to all. AA8WI.
All right, thank you, Bernie. Have a great day. Next up, WB5ITT, Chris, down there in Beaumont, Texas. Good morning, Chris.
Good morning, sir, and to the rest of the Morning Brew from WB5ITT. Well, I have to park out on the driveway because the garage is too full of equipment, etc. LOL. I parked in the garage a couple of years ago whenever I had room, but not anymore. So
out on the driveway it sits. Hope everybody's having a good morning, and we will catch y'all later. WB5ITT.
All righty, thank you, Chris. Have a great day. Yeah, my garage looks like a music store exploded, so one of these days I'm going to have me a big old yard sale and sell all of it, because I don't use much of it anymore at all. Next up, finally on this list, N8, MJN, Marson and Sterling Heights. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, Al, Vicky, and everybody on the Morning Brew. This is N8MJN. I park my truck in the driveway, and my wife's car stays in the garage. And when my neighbors decide to be a pain, and I have my camper in the driveway, they call the police, and I get some kind of city violations for parking a camper in the driveway for a couple of days while we get it ready for camping. Actually happened last night, so I figured I'd share. That said, I'll say 73. You all have a great day and a happy Tuesday. 73, N8MJ, and back to net.
All righty, thank you, Marson. Yeah, there's nothing like city ordinances to make your life wonderful. All right, thanks for checking in this morning. In about 5 minutes, let's get another little list going here. Taking general check-ins, company call signs, twice and slowly.
This is Kilo 4 India Yankee. Kilo 4 Delta India Yankee. K4 OXX in and out. Romeo 4 Tango Lima Hotel. Kilo Romeo 4 Tango Lima Hotel in and out. Golf 5 Zulu Alpha India.
All right, let's just quickly go over this little list here. I think we had it up at the top, but we had, sounds like KG5 ZAI James, Bridge City, Texas. We had KR4TLH Tony, North Carolina. I'm not even going to attempt to say that city name. KK4OXX Jonas in Miramar, Florida. He was in and out. Good morning, Jonas. Thanks for staying. Good morning to us. And KK4DIY Gene in Homosassa, Florida. Anybody else want to check in? If I didn't call your name, come with your call sign twice and slowly.
KJ5LJJ. KJ5LJ.
All right, we got Greg in Purvis, Mississippi, KJ5LJJ. Let's run down this real quick. KK4DIY, Gene, Homosassa, Florida. In the summertime, where do you normally park your car at night? Good morning, Gene.
Good morning to you and everybody out there with the Brew Crew this morning. Well, summer and winter, I park my car in a carport. It's a little bit in and out because I've got antennas on the car that don't fit under the roof. But basically, I put it in the carport. Thanks a lot. You all have a great day. 7-3.
All righty, thank you, Gene. Have a great day as well. Okay, I'm going to feel brave now. I'm going to try to say the city name. KR4TLH Tony in Chinquapin, North Carolina. Did I get close, Tony?
You hit it right on the head. That was a good one. Yep, Chinquapin. You got it correctly. And I have keep my vehicles in the garage year-round. KR4 TLH in Chinquapin, North Carolina.
Well, by golly, I'm more awake than I thought I'd be, and they're going to make me an honorary citizen of North Carolina here pretty soon if I keep that up. Thanks for checking in this morning, Tony. Let's go to KG5ZAI, James from Bridge City, Texas. Good morning, James. James, we lost you there. If you can come back with your transmission.
Morning. I parked both of my trucks outside in front of the house. Over.
All right, we got you that time outside in front of the house. Thanks for checking in. We see you're new to the system. If you have a valid email address on QRZ, you'll receive a welcome letter. Next up, KJ5. KJ, Greg in Purvis, Mississippi. Good morning, sir.
I park in the garage. This is KJ5LJJ Purvis, Mississippi. Morning time once again, crew, back to unit control.
All right, thank you, Greg. Have a great morning. All right, I'm going to take two more calls before we hang her up this morning. So I'm going to take the first two call signs. Company call signs twice and slowly.
Kilo Romeo 4 Delta Victor Tango. Kilo Romeo 4 Delta Victor Tango. Sebastian in Raleigh, North Carolina.
Or we can just do one. That's good enough. KR4 DVT Sebastian. Treasure and Carry, but you say you're in Raleigh, North Carolina. I know where that is. Where do you normally park your car at night? Good morning, Sebastian.
Good morning, everybody. We parked both of our cars in the driveway. I don't have enough room in the garage. There's too much stuff in there. So 73 to everybody, KR4 DVT.
I feel you, brother. Same with my garage. All right, thank you for checking in this morning. And what inside my head is saying it's 9 a.m. This is Al, KAVAC, along with Vicky, KE8BKY, W2BLT. We'd like to thank each and every one of you for checking into the Morning Brew today. And we now return the East Coast Reflector back to normal amateur radio use. 73s, everybody.
73 to you, sir. You did a good job. Take you for a YYN.
73 to you, sir.
Echo Link test at test. This is KE2GAT, KE2GAT.
Okay. Testing.
For PBX, mobile, number sign.
RPJ, KR4ENU, Dwayne, you on a channel?
Three Zulu, Oscar Echo.
Hey, Dad, come back. Can you repeat that last transmission? I didn't copy.
Whiskey 3, Zulu, Oscar Echo, W3ZOE.
Hey, this is David over here in Concord. Hope you're having a good morning.
Trying to stay busy. I'm on my mobile right now. You know, driving to and fro for work.
You seem to be hitting the repeater okay. You had a good strong signal. There was just a little bit of QRM coming in there under your signal that kind of blurted your, it kind of distorted your audio there for just a second, but it was real clear that time.
Yeah, I'm in the middle of the concrete jungle. Right in the middle of downtown Grand Rapids. Lots of big buildings. So, yeah, it may come and go. You know, I get a lot of attenuation when I'm downtown.
Dad, you say you were in Michigan?
Yeah, 10-4, Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Throw your call sign out there one more time to me. Let me get that in your name.
Whiskey 3, Zulu, Oscar Echo, W3ZOE. My name is Zoe, just like my call sign, just with a Y.
Pleasure to make contact with you this morning, Zoe. Sounded really good. You're hitting the repeater really well. We do have a good local group here that uses this repeater as well. Always had it up a good bit, and we really enjoy it.
Yeah, I think this repeater is managed by the West Michigan Repeater Group. I think that's what it is. Or Repeater Association or something or another. Yeah, this is kind of like my main repeater. I've got, I think I've got like 7 of them programmed in my 510.
Yeah, yeah, I was looking at this one. The one I'm hitting, is that a Trafford, Alabama?
Yeah, I think, I'm not sure where this one's located. If I remember correctly, it's in Grand Rapids, but I could be wrong. We have another one that I use for, System Fusion that's, probably 15, 20 miles to the east of me.
Yeah, that's interesting. I guess we're cross-banded here because this is the same frequency on this Trafford repeater.
So, this is linked to the East Coast Reflector. It's all FM, but it goes digital into the internet and then comes out probably FM on your end, or however your local group has it set up. I'm transmitting on FM right now, but I have a system fusion repeater just to the east of me. This is FM what I'm on now. Yeah, that's the format I'm in. Yeah, that's interesting. We have a member of the group out of Shelton, Washington State, K4VHF, Curtis. He also goes through his internet system as well, and we talk to him pretty regularly.
They're linked up this morning, though.
Correct. Dwayne, good morning, WD4RPJ. It's KR4ENU. I was talking with a fellow by the name of Zoe. Whiskey 3, Zulu Oscar Echo out of Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Dead Nugent country up here. Good morning, Zoe. WD4RPJ.
Good morning to you. It's nice to meet you. I'm going to be hopping out of the car here for about 5 minutes. I got to pick up a utility knife from the hardware store, but I'll be back in. Roger that, Zoe. Good copy on you there. Yeah, I guess it's all linked in this morning, Dwayne.
Tell what I was doing. Sometimes you'll hook up that last cement. You be talking worldwide and not know you're doing it there. But anywho, I got good news yesterday. 714 fishing come back online, Jack.
Yeah, I'll give you a heads up. I've been getting a lot of text messages from some scammers from Apple. They claim to be tied to the Apple, and they say an amount of, several $100s a transaction has been detected. Well, I called them yesterday, and I called them about 10 times to just agitate them. Told them that I was hacking their system, that they better shut it down, and I had them kind of in a state of panic there for a little while. They were threatening me with all kind of legal action, and of course they're in India. They're somewhere around New Delhi or something like that. So it's a big one going around right now. They're trying to collect money from people's Apple accounts you call the number and they set up an account where you can put your money in there. It's just another scam.
Click on none of them jokers, David. They tell you don't even click on them. I just hit delete and then report junk.
Because it comes through as a phone number, I do a ban and then report it as junk. But that one yesterday, they actually called and I answered the phone. I didn't pay no attention because I was expecting a call from a glass repair guy for a windshield. So, I knew I wouldn't recognize the number, so I answered it, and it was one of those scammers. He said his name is Mike Jordan. And I said, wow, that's a strange name with the accent you got. Did you just make that up? And he just hung up on me. Well, that pissed me off, so I just started calling them back. I'd get a different one every time, and I'd say, I need to speak to Mike Jordan. They said, we don't have anyone by here by that name. And about the third time, I asked for Mike Jordan. All of a sudden, he just appeared out of nowhere. And I told him I was setting up a Trojan on their system, and I was fixing to take over their computer systems. And he was like, no, you can't do that. And I said, oh, yeah, I can do that. So I had them running in there for a little while.
It reminded me, Ferguson, he's Silent Key now, and so is Clyde, so I'm going to go ahead and tell it. Man, Ferguson let me know he was the one that was infecting Clyde's computer
I told him, I said, you dirty dog, boy. I said, you don't need to be doing that crap. He was getting quiet. He was messing his computer up every time you turned around.
Yeah, well, you know, I used to have a friend, when I lived in Idaho, I had a friend that I played online games with, and he was a very dedicated computer hacker. He went by PC Guru in the hacking community. You know, there's a big community out there. They communicate all the time in the shadows, you know, on the dark web. But he went by PC Guru, and he would, I mean, that dude, he could take over your computer and just start doing stuff on it. And, you know, you sit there and watch him, and he'd like, you know, he was harmless as far as the people that was in his group that he knew, but he could hack anything. He was just amazing. He could actually take over their camera and see what was going on. It was kind of scary.
Guys wound up getting a high-paying government job, you know. But I got one of them, and he's a ham radio operator. He's the smartest man I've ever met when it comes to computers. I call him Little Jack. And he done changed his call sign, or I'll tell you what his call sign was. But, yeah, he has to, when, like, these police departments and county, like school systems and stuff like that, when they get hijacked, you know, that's more or less what they're doing. Where they got to go in there and pay them a certain amount of money to retrieve everything back. He's the middleman. He works for a lot of outfits like that, you know, having to get all their information back and everything. But, man, that's terrible. Them guys are dangerous, boy.
Yeah, this guy's name was Donald Pleasant, and you know, there was an actor by that name. That's the reason I always remembered his name. He was old Kiefer Sutherland's dad, you know, Donald Pleasant. But anyway, Don, we called him Don, but he went by PC Guru when he was on the web. But the city of Boise, Idaho, hired him. They used him for a what they call it, a gateway. He would actually build a secure gateway for them on their website and stuff. He worked for the city of Boise, Idaho, but he was a well-known hacker. I mean, he had served some prison time, I think, for hacking some federal agency or something at once, and they let him off for time served, and he agreed to use his resources to help out any agency that required his services. So he got on the payroll of the government that put him in jail.
See what happens, because, man, we got to have them kind of guys, you know. But that's weird, ain't it? But, yeah, I like old Donald Sutherland and his boy. But, yeah, you said that boy's in Idaho. That got me thinking Leonard Skinner. We can't drink in the bar. What a shame. Why don't you come upstairs, girl, and have a...
That's right. They Idaho got mentioned in the song there. But anyway, that was, yeah. If I think I said Donald Pleasant. I don't think that's what I meant. Donald Sutherland.
What you was talking about when you said, because I know the son, you know, both of them actors. And both of them was good too, Jack.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I love one of my favorite movies that O'Donnell was in that that one about that gal that they went to war or something against the government in the future. The Hunger Games, I think, was it.
That old mini movies. I don't think he passed away now.
Yeah, he died about, I think it's a couple of 3 years ago, Dwayne. He one of the absolutely amazing movies he was in. Have you ever heard of that movie called let me think about it. Oh man, my brain just stopped all of a sudden. Anyway, he was actually a Russian agent or a spy, and he somehow got on this island with this man's daughter, This old man and his daughter lived there, and he set up a communications facility there so he could spy on the coalition or something. You know, he was actually a German. He was a German agent, but he acted like he was just a traveler, you know, and he showed up on that island. I can't think of the name of it right now, but it was an absolutely great movie. One of my favorites.
Same stuff you got. I just tell guys my forgetter's getting better. But hey, David, good morning to you. I'm going to go in there and get me another cup of coffee. SWD4R PJ. I'll be right back.
All right, copy that, Dwayne. Good to hear you this morning, and I was kind of surprised that Zoe keyed up and began a communication there. I didn't expect it. I thought maybe it was somebody local. He sounded like he was hitting this repeater real well, so I guess the back door is open this morning. It's working well, I tell you what. I heard a net this morning. I have no idea where it was coming from. Anyway, we'll catch you at Wee in the Bed. Let's get George on here, link up, chat for a while, see if he's around. Good morning to you, and I'm going to grab me another cup. WD4R, KR4ENU, WD4RPJ.
Whiskey 3 Zulu Oscar Echo. I'm back in the car. The night you heard this morning was the Morning Brew. It's on every morning, I think. And I think they have trivia on Saturdays. Yeah, it's a good net that they have going in the mornings.
Yeah, I hear you, Zoe. I sat here and listened for a minute, and I didn't hear anybody I recognized immediately. So I thought, well, yeah, that back door's open, so it's really coming in. And quite a few people was in there. It went on for a good while. And, of course, I was headed out to the porch to enjoy my morning coffee and watch the birds peck with my wife until she got ready to go to work. I'm retired. I'm an old Alabama Power Company engineer, 23 years career, and got out of the business when I was 4 years old and enjoyed retirement, you know. And I just wish I'd have got into radio a little bit sooner, but I'm enjoying it now, and it's a good hobby, and I really enjoy everybody and all the conversations on these frequencies that we have allocated to us. I heard that there's some arguments going on with some satellite companies over the 440 megahertz that it looks like we might lose some of that to some of the satellite telemetry and some other stuff. So I tell you, if you don't use it, you lose it.
K7RAN. At K7RAN. Yeah, sorry for breaking in real quick. I'm literally just testing to see that I've got this set up correctly using a little network radio linked to the East Coast Reflector. I'm in Utah. The name is Randy. So I guess I have my answer because you came back to me. I'll just be in and out. Thank you very much.
Morning, Randy. Where are you located?
I'm in Salt Lake City. I've been in Salt Lake City for 23 years. Before that, I was in good old East Tennessee. But right now, I'm in Salt Lake County, Utah.
In Concord, Alabama. Kilo Romeo 4 Echo November uniform. I understand you're Kilo 7 Romeo November. I got that. Is that big pavilion still open out there at Salt Lake?
Well, by the way, it's Kilo 7 Romeo Alpha November. Not that it makes any difference. What they used to have they used to have one on the Great Salt Lake, but I think that closed decades ago.
It was obviously talking about the Great Salt Air, which used to be a very elite resort. They had a railway that went out to it and back, and a lot of the, I guess you call the upper class of the Salt Lake community and the valley there used to go out and enjoy their little parties and things. It was featured in a movie, and you know, I didn't even know that thing existed. I used to live in I lived in Meridian, Idaho for about 10 years. I was on a fly fishing journey, and I decided I liked it so much I stayed a while after I retired from Alabama Power at 40 years old, and stayed up there till I was 50 and moved back to Alabama. But I visited the Great Salt Air on a couple of occasions. They would have concerts, and we went, me and my family group there, we went out to watch, of all folks, an Alice Cooper concert at that facility.
I know exactly what you're talking about, and it's not open anymore. Isn't that a shame? But I think when we moved out here in 2003, it was already closed. But it's like when you're going on 80 West toward Reno, and before you you're out of town, but you're not quite out of northern, out of the Salt Lake metro area, really, out near Tooele, Utah. Well, I'm not going to hold it. I appreciate you a lot, and thank you for letting me break in. It sounds like I'm getting into the East Coast Reflector and then to wherever you are just fine. KR4ENU, I believe, from K7RAN.
Randy, KR4ENU. I'm in central Alabama, about 40 miles southwest of Birmingham, Alabama, about 90 miles northeast of Montgomery, the state capital. So I'm stuck here in somewhere around the Mason-Dixon line somewhere.
Roger. Well, I grew up in Memphis, Tennessee, and then ended up going to the University of Tennessee in Knoxville. So the Vols always had a good rivalry with Alabama.
Roll Tide, WD4RPJ. You said a mouthful there, Randy. You're absolutely correct. You know, one of the things that I've visited all but the only state I haven't been to in the Americas is Hawaii. Well, I take that back. Alaska and Hawaii I've never visited. But I've been to every other state. And I've spent enough time to at least appreciate some of the features of every state over that 10-year period. I did a lot of traveling based out of Meridian, Idaho. You know, I was only about 30 minutes from the state line with Oregon and the Great there. Once you go across the Blue Mountains in Oregon and come down into that plateau, it's just beautiful countryside. But what's favorable to me about that is that I was able to see enough in so many different states that just about anyone I talk to, there's a little bit of just an inkling of commonality there that I can talk about. So that's always interesting to hear people reflect on the state they live in, and it makes me feel good to know I've seen a part of that, you know.
Roger. I'm being pulled aside here by the SWL, who needs me to talk to the yard guy, of all things, which is great. We're grateful for that. Anyway, for the fellow that broke in and said roll tide. Oh boy, those were the days. Well, I believe when I was in college, Johnny Majors was still the coach at Tennessee, and Bear Bryant was still the coach of Alabama. What legends. Anyway, I do have to go. I'm about to tick off the YL, and that's not going to work for me real well. She's looking at me with that, get off of that radio face and get out here and tell this yard guy what to do. 73 to both of y'all.
This is K7 RAN. I'm going to be clear because I need to.
73, Randy. Yeah, that used to be a huge rivalry. It was almost big as Alabama versus Auburn. That was the good old days there, buddy. Hope you have a great day. WD4RPJ.
Great senator from Louisiana would say, that legend is big as Dallas. Enjoyed the QSO, Randy. Glad you came in and spoke up from Salt Lake City. You're really hitting well through the back door over here out of this repeater. It's located in Trafford, Alabama. K7RAN, KR4ENU. We're monitoring the frequency.
Southern boy too, David.
That's right, Dwayne. Man, they're everywhere. They're like roaches. You can't get rid of them.
Factory representative come down out of Chicago. And we all got to shoot the bull out in the shop one day. That's when I realized, David, there's rednecks everywhere in the country. We just have a different accent.
I will tell you what the truth, the culture in Idaho was a shock to me for a long time. It took me a while to get accustomed to the rough and ready attitude. Those people out there are pioneers. I mean, there's a lot of German stock, and there's a lot of real, I mean, strong, big bone people live out there. And it's a different culture. I mean, just about anywhere you go, if you walk in a convenience store out in Meridian, Idaho, or Napa, or someplace like that, you go in there with a pistol to try to rob somewhere, there's going to be about 12 or 14 people in there that's also got a pistol. So you better think twice. I mean, the crime rate is just about nil.
Crooked news media we have this day and time, they never talk about the good things because of a gun. You know what I mean? Oh, man. Well, I'm going to dive in this breakfast. She brought me some soft scrambled eggs, 3 pieces of Tennessee Pride. I'll be monitoring. This WD4RPJ. And I have given him a call. I think I called him on this one and I flipped over because he's been hanging out on Birmingham machine. I called him over there. I ain't heard him. But y'all kind of like keep checking on him. He's getting on up there, you know.
That. So he usually sits on 88.
Lately, I've heard him over there, and he's usually on this one. But he's bad to turn the volume down every now and then. You know how it is. And forget to turn it back up.
Is my audio okay this morning, Dwayne?
Yeah, you're doing a fine job, David. Yeah, I need to compliment you. You're doing a fine job as a ham operator too, boy, being so green. You're doing a great job.
That Dwayne, you're one of the reasons that I went ahead and licensed because I wanted y'all to shut up.
Never gonna shut up. I ain't gonna get off of you till you get that general.
I read you, buddy. Well, it's in the makings, I'm telling you. I've got so many pieces of chicken on my plate, I need help. It's really getting pretty heavy. We have a lot going on, and with all things considered, you know, the primary goal is to get moved over to the Eastern Valley community there, you know, at my dad's house, and take it over. But I'm going to tell you what, you know, it don't take long if you live somewhere just a short period of time, how much you can accumulate, and then you look around and you realize you really don't need a lot of it. You know what I'm saying?
You ain't used it in a year, I'm glad my buddies aggravated me. I was a technician for years, and see what got me ticked off. You know, they did away with the 13 words a minute. They dropped it down to 5, which when I was studying, I couldn't get but 11 because I didn't stick with it long enough. Plus, I need to find somewhere else to study, get away from that crazy Italian I was married to. But and I thought, man, they done dropped it down to 5. That ain't, you know, first thing them guys gonna say, oh, you could do 13, but you can do 5. You know, they're gonna be picking at me about that. So I said, the hell with it. But Thomas and Ken and Russ, they the guys down at Shelby County. I remember that group, you know, that does that test for free. They was the only ones giving it for free. Everything's good till the FCC started charging, you know. But anyhow, I got to studying because they wouldn't leave me alone. I had them booked hard for about 2 weeks. Now I called Thomas. I said, I'm ready, man. I'm tired of this studying. It was interfering. You know, I was still drinking beer back then. It was interfering with my good times on the radio, you know.